Okay, good. So this is part two. And my goofy glasses that broke. This is part two of class 6 of light body healing. And we're talking about manifesting. So we just finished our sharing and discussing, kind of the things that get in the way of manifesting or believing we can manifest, or when we get into that state, where we feel like, I want this and why can't I have it? And we literally feel that powerlessness of the sense that it's there, but I just don't know how to get to it. I've been there many, many times in my life, and I've helped many, many, many clients through that. And again, it's being offered up as a doorway, as an opportunity to find the way through it and strengthen your ability to then again not know. And one day over a glass of wine or something, you can ask Chris how many times he's been with me where he's like, what are we doing? How are we doing that? And it's like, I don't know, but we take a step, we take a step, we take a step. So you have to take a step. So I have a lady who wants to come to the retreat. She wants both her and her husband to come, but they owe their property taxes, which are $13,000. So she contacted me and she said, would you please hold the vision? Put $100 down. Tell her to put $100 down. And it's not for me. I'm not, I want her $100. But it was very clear for her manifesting intent. So I texted her and I said, hey, this is what I just heard, is that for your manifesting intent. So sometimes we have to take a step and do something like that. Now, this isn't like go, get 10 credit cards and drain your IRA and put your family on the street to do something. But there is a level of not just the desire inside, because remember, desire is lower than acceptance. And it's a good place to be if you've been in guilt or shame or powerlessness, is to get that desire up and passion up and say, I want that, I want that, I want that. I bring that up. And my clients, if you remember with Michelle and Anna, as we were going through, first they took them down and relaxed them. Then I got them to bring up the crap, right? Feel the pain, feel the block. Then I said, let's now find that spark deep within you, that desire that says, I'm fed up with this. I'm not taking this anymore. Or I want this, or I'm ready for this, right? And it can come from a place of desire. It could come from a place of acceptance. So we want to keep raising that up in that scale. But then taking other actions, like me giving that guy $2,000 and not knowing how it was going to feed my kids. I would never tell most people that, because rationally that didn't look like I was being a good mother, right? Or a responsible person. And so, but we do these different things to communicate, right? To our mind, to our body, to all of these parts of us. This is what I'm doing. I am committed. I'm getting up every day and I'm going for a walk. I'm getting up every day and walking around. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. How's the way to do this? How can I do this? Who can I serve? The other thing I asked over that 5 weeks was, who can I serve and how can I give? How can I give? What am I not giving that I could give? Where can I give that I can't give? So look at the questions that you're asking when you're looking to manifest something, right? Are you saying, oh, I don't know how, I can't. I tell you to say that in the beginning, that's a letting go. That's a freedom thing, right? I have no idea how, and I'm open to how it's going to unfold, but I am moving forward. Okay, that's the agreement. That's the inner commitment. Once that decision is made, so a lot of my teachings, I say decision is your magic wand. Once you make a decision, and not like I had a lady in May who wanted to join the light body healing class, and she said, well, I will if the money shows up, right? I will if this happens. When this shows up and it's all here and I know it's going to be okay, then I'll take that step. Well, that's the kiss of death. That's called the comfort zone, or what I call the death zone. There's no growth there. There's no change there. You're requiring things to happen before you to make a commitment, and it just doesn't work that way, right? So we have to make that inner decision. I am there. see yourself at the pyramid, see yourself hanging out with John and all of us. I see this happening, feel this happening, and then move into, okay, where's the doorway? Who do I give to? Who needs me most? How could I show up differently? You know, I had never offered my list at that time. I'd never done a live event. And I worked it. I got on the phone, and I remember just sitting there one day going, where else are they? Where is somebody else? Where is somebody else? I want 12 people. I wanted 25. I got 12. I thought I was a loser. Everybody paid $1,600 to get there, though. So in the end, I realized it was good, but I was actually judging myself as an epic failure because I got 12 people to pay me $1,650 to come to this, and I didn't get 25. Right? But I remember sitting there one day going, there has to be somebody else. There has to be somebody else. Who can I talk to? And I thought of a friend of mine in LA. I called her up and I said, hey, I'm putting this thing on, and I just feel like there's got to be somebody else who needs me. And she goes, oh, I have a friend who lives in Austin. That's where I lived at the time. I have a friend who lives in Austin. I think she'd be perfect for it. Yep, sure enough, she came. Right? So this is like these little openings, right? We have to be asking the right questions. Tony Robbins does a lot of teaching on that, and it's very powerful. The quality of your life is the quality of your questions. Are you saying, why does this always happen to me? Why can't I have what I want? Why is my mother always sucking my energy? Or are you saying, who can I serve? How can I give more? What have I not given to my list before? Okay? All right. Perfect. Let's do this thing. Let me make sure I've got this to do. Here we go. All right, so let me just tune in. All right, I'll do that partway through. Got it. So next week we're off. The following week we're going to have a lot of practice and interaction and play, and I'm going to do another healing session. However, we're going to do the healing session on a different day, so we don't have a ridiculous amount of time going on. And I need a volunteer, so email Donna if you would like to be my next victim. It's going to be more than 30 minutes, I'm sure, between the sharing and everything else, but I'm going to model for you a 30-minute energy healing session, which is where you're going to probably want to start with this work. We did a couple of pretty deep, complex sessions initially, okay. So here we are again, and guess what? You are a divine, magic-making light being. I rewatched this movie all by myself the other night. I love watching the way that he evolves. I love watching the way that they portray the energy. I'm not a big fan of the superhero part and the zip-zap fighting stuff, but I really, really, really want you to keep getting this, that you are the magic-making light being. Every day, all day long, and getting information. What is the best way to share this with you? What is the best way to inspire you, to bring forth your understanding that you're perfect, exactly the way you're designed and the way that it's unfolding. And now is the time you can choose. So this is activation 6. We're going to talk about manifesting, spirals, tube torus, time, space, continuum, and some new parts of our life body structure. So let's go ahead and really honor the sacred space that we're in. I am light. I am love. I am light body. I am divine vision. Feel that activation of your inner eye. I am the creator of my reality. Feel all of those elements coming together. I am that I am. EA, Escher, EA. Really affirming that is the connection to, I'm not just this life. I'm not just this situation. I'm not just stuck in this reality. I am divine. And then our divine supreme healing mantra, Om Shri Dhanvantre Namaha. So we'll go ahead and chant that 3 times. Om Shri Dhanvantre Namaha. Om Shri Dhanvantre Namaha. Om Shri Dhanvantre Namaha. And let's bring a little peace in. So everybody focus on your heart. When I was going through the aftermath of my daughter dying, I would say 24/7 almost, peace, peace, peace. I was trying to bring peace into my heart, into my belly, into the pain that existed in every cell of my being. And so invoking that peace is very, very powerful. I'm sure I did not feel it, didn't feel like I felt it, but I'm sure that it took it from this kind of intensity down to a smaller intensity by invoking that peace. Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. So if you play with and you feel those energies, I literally could feel in the Om, this pillar of light, right, going through my throat and my third eye and my crown, just. Michelle, put your mom, who's inside of you, into that sphere and chant the peace into it. Listen to that chant. And then create a birthing ritual where you can go in and open, right? I'm free, but unbroken. The love is still there. All right, so we had our celebrations. We're going to go into our new sacred symbol, which is spirals. We're going to have a channeled activation connecting to our higher self and our I am presence. And then we're going to talk about manifesting, and we're going to talk about time-space continuum and our tube torus, which we touched on in the beginning as part of our light body structure. And I know Julie and maybe somebody else asked me about where is it, and Jonathan, and how do I see it and feel it around me? And we're going to get deeper into it because it is a part of everything. I posted a video, a link to a YouTube video in the Facebook page the other day. Hopefully you've seen it. If you haven't, go take a look at it. I think it's beautifully done. It's a spiritual science or something, and they do beautiful graphics and bring in all different forms and explain how the tube torus is what creates the universe and every form and so on and so forth. And when we are doing this alongside manifesting, because the tube torus is in constant motion. It's spiraling, it's pouring into you and out of you, around you, it's contracting and expanding, and you're drawing in to manifest into this moment, right? And then we'll end with an activation with all of these new elements and our assignments. So our rainbow bridge. You may have seen an image similar to this out there. I used to have one on my wall for many years, where there's you at the bottom, there's your higher self in the middle, and there's what we call your I am presence above. So going up your pillar of light, there's these different levels of you. When I usually say connecting to your highest self, because your higher self essentially resides in your eighth chakra, in your soul star, and often I will go there and guide my clients into that place, and then say from that place, like we're in a genie in a bottle, like we're hanging out there with the higher self, then we go out into the Akashic records. It's one way of people understanding the way they access themselves. We're going to talk about a different way today, but remember that you have these multiple layers of yourself. Essentially, your source, so it goes all the way up to source, but as you descend into form, your I am presence is that perfect place between you and source that has the ability to convert, right? To bring the chaos, right? The infinite essence of who you are into some sort of form of order. And this is where we begin to have the sense of singularity, consciousness. I am who I am. Right? We talk about we're all connected, we're all one. And sometimes that's very hard to imagine and understand, because I feel very separate. I feel very alone. I feel very different. That person judged me. This person likes me. That person doesn't like me. There's a separation sense. And yet, this is where we get to have that sense of connection back to the essence of who we are. And we can tap into our higher self and go on dates, as I call it, and talk and call on that guidance. And as we create better connections to those, these are the parts of us that are really going to become tangible that we communicate with. So that's what we call your rainbow bridge. Your rainbow bridge is what leaves from your crown chakra, goes up to that eighth chakra, to your higher self, and then up to your I am presence and out into your rainbow light body, which is your tube torus, which we will discuss more today. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to have a live channeled activation connecting to our rainbow bridge, to our higher self, into that I am presence with our beautiful guides, Merlin, Thoth, and Gaia. So just go ahead and relax. I'll put that image back on. And as you're relaxing into the moment, just with your open eyes right now to begin with, looking at that, begin to feel your pillar of light around you. That's good. Begin to relax into this moment. Take a nice deep, deep breath in through your nose. And let it out. Feel it moving through your bodies, cleansing and washing away everything that's keeping you from being present. Another nice deep breath in through your nose. We call on our pillar of light, our Akashic sphere, and our entire light body to vibrate at the vibration of perfection at this time and give me a clear connection to my higher self. And that bija mantra, allowing that soft, relaxing breath to be like a wave of light washing through you. One more nice, slow, deep breath in. I now create a clear and open connection from my essence, my crown, to my higher self and my I am presence and source. And I release all that keeps that connection from being clear and open. So now just close your eyes or continue to look at the image and feel yourself as this multidimensional being here in this moment in your body. Just above you there, that perfect connection between the unseen and the unmanifest, and the seen and the manifest. And then even higher, or vibrationally above you or out from you, this vast, vast essence of your I am presence. I'm ready and willing to be an open, clear, and receptive vehicle for communication, guidance, healing, and manifesting in alignment with my soul, my blueprint, and my essence. I am that I am. I am that I am. I am that I am. Now you may just feel the vibration, you might actually see or feel yourself, or you may even feel movement, like these parts of you are coming alive, they're active right now. But what we're going to do right now is call on our guides, Thoth, Merlin, and Gaia. Namaste. Thank you for your guidance, for creating this space, for bringing this information and energy to us in the perfect way so that we may release the past, release the heaviness, rise up into the truth of who we are, and expand our connection to our highest selves so that a clear and open channel is in flow. We can see and these three parts of you beginning to connect more and more clearly, beginning to merge into one. I am Thoth, I am thought, I am light. I am the architect of the universe. And as the architect, I see your structure. I am the architect with the blueprint. And I have for you today a gift. I am putting into your right hand the blueprint, the master plan, the blueprint of who you are, who you were, who you will be, the structure for this life, for these struggles, for these joys. Feel and see this now. As this becomes a part of you, hold it, claim it. This is the moment of your power. This is the moment you can now be the navigator because you have the map. You can be the navigator because you're not only in the driving seat, you're also the navigator, and you're also the trip planner, and you're also the overseer of the entire trip. The trip that you've made here, the trip into this body, into this life, onto this planet. I've been through this trip as well. It was a long, long road up a mountain. I yearned and I asked, I visited over and over. I demanded, I wept, I released, I fell to the earth, feeling defeated. And then I rose again with the sun and climbed as an opening, a wound as a doorway. I walked through it. I maintained the pain. I learned to suffer. And I saw always the top of the mountain. I saw the crystal and the light until I reached it. And when I did, I knocked on the doors. And when they wouldn't open, I knocked again. And when they wouldn't open, I knocked again. And I fell down the mountain again. And I stood up and I wept over and over again. I began to find new paths. I went down into the mountain to find a new path up. I went round to the back and I climbed again and I knocked. I found a passageway. I saw into the secrets. I knew there was more to who I was, to why I was here. And I kept climbing to the mountain until one day that door opened and in I walked. Today, that door is open and in you walk. The halls are here. Within these halls is everything that you need to continue your path upwards towards the light, always the light. The secrets and the magic are encoded inside of you. These symbols you are learning, they are unraveling. They are the secret deciphering method. When you feel the loss, allow it to go. See it falling far, far, far down that mountain. That is the part that helped you get here, but like a rocket, it no longer needs to be a part. of you to get you to the next place. I have brought you to the crystal temple on the mountaintop of Atlantis, where I visited over and over and over until the Lords of Light opened the doors for me, gave me the secrets, and allowed me to pass into that place where I could move in and out of body, in and out of life, in and out of form. I now pass you to your other guides. Remember, I am the architect, and I have given you the plans. Whenever you feel lost, look to them. Merlin bows to you and waves his hand, and in front of you, a carpet of light unfurls and rolls out down this long, dark hallway. Taking your hand, he asks you to step onto this carpet of light. Doing so means you've made an agreement. You're not going to go back to the dark, and when you fall down, you will come back up, just like that. You feel your hand, your palm portal, connecting to his. You feel energies pouring into you from the universe. You see the cosmos being born. You feel the smallest atom moving through its cycles, vibrating and raising. You see the whole world manifesting within your palm. You feel a very tall presence behind you. Gaia, a tall, tall goddess, going up to these enormous cathedral-like ceilings. She is holding the space behind you, surrounding you with a sphere of knowing. The sphere of knowing now manifests in your left palm. There's like a sparkling sphere that is spinning with light, is moving, is vibrating, it is expanding. The sphere of knowing contains the essence of your will to say yes and to receive the knowing that you need now and in any moment. These are mysteries and secrets that cannot be given. They can only be received and used when you are at the highest level. Take another step on this carpet of light. As you step, you see the light flicker as if this carpet of light is living and moving. You see the imprint of your foot and it connects. You take another step, Gaia and Merlin. Around you, one with each hand, you're now asked to close your eye, to step forward with trust and faith into this temple of light, to move down the carpet of light without any knowing of what the next step will take. The sphere of knowing will let you know when to take that step. The manifesting energy pouring through your right hand from Merlin brings you all you need to manifest the next moment. You take a step, not knowing what is there, and another step. You continue to take a step forward into this enormous space with no means of seeing. You allow your senses to rise up and let the outer vision fall away. You hear a whisper. You beginning to grow. You can sense and feel this almost electric sphere of light. The sphere of knowing vibrates and expands and pulses in your left hand. You know this is your higher self. This is the level of you that filters and connects and guides. It's your first point of contact from your physical body to the rest of your enormous and beautiful light being. You hear and see your higher self. Rely on me. Tune into me. Give me the job. Allow me to guide you. Let go and know. You begin to move small steps, but more quickly, feeling the need to know what's next, to see what's next, to understand why and where and how, falling apart and falling away. The sphere of knowing is your connection. Your higher self is there. You're connected to the master, manifester and alchemist. And the earth, the essence of Gaia, is here. I am so supported. You feel the essence of you and all of these parts expanding and vibrating now. You see and feel a spiral moving between you, your heart, your throat, your higher self, Merlin, Gaia, your feet, the sphere of knowing, the spiraling into you and back out. You feel the essence and the knowing, your senses activated into you, out around you, the light, the expansion, the knowing. You begin to move your feet quickly, as if you're now beginning to run with tiny little steps down this carpet of light. Your eyes completely shut, your hands open, connected, feeling the spiraling energy feeding back into you from your guides, from your higher self. You feel yourself moving and feeling. This feeling of the space is unlike anything you've experienced before. You can sense that there's colors, rainbow colors, colors you've never seen before, all around you, moving and swirling. The essence of manifestation, all here at your fingertips. Suddenly you feel a lifting. Your feet are no longer touching this carpet of light. You are moving and flying and soaring forward into this vast, vast temple. Your I am presence lifting you up. Giant wings, a beautiful multicolored heart beaming out in pulsing waves, pulsing, expanding. You receive the pulse and let it move through you and out. Pulse, expand, pulse, expand, pulse, expand. You're now flying and soaring. You feel those wings of your higher self. They are a part of you. You have no fear. You have no attachment. Completely blind completely trusting, moving, the sphere of knowing guiding you. All of these guides, all of these parts of you, your higher self, your I am presence, the energies come back into you from them, through you and out to them and back. And in a perfect flow, you begin to spin and soar in the most beautiful way. You feel yourself spinning around in this beautiful cathedral of light. And as you spin, you begin to feel joy. You begin to feel like a centrifuge, all the heavy energies moving to the sides, and only the light, the light, the light. I am the light, I am the light. I am that I am. In this joyful spinning space, your I am presence says, what, my child, do you most want now? What is that within your heart and your mind that you desire above all else? And spinning and flying and soaring in this beautiful space, you simply feel that desire, that vision, that image that you desire come pouring right out of you. In its own sphere, it begins to spin in this cycle with you, with all of you, with Merlin, with Gaia, and Thoth holding the structure. Round and around and around in this beautiful place. That which you desire becoming a sphere of manifestation, attracting to it. You see your I am presence lifted up, hold it above, high, high above. And with a small breath, let it go. Like a bubble that begins to rise up and up and up. And everything is still now. You're simply floating. You, your higher self, your I am presence, Gaia, Merlin, inside this crystal temple of light on the top of the highest mountain in Atlantis, in this manifesting chamber. The bubble of your desire rises up and up and up. You see now threads and cords of energies coming from each of you up into this bubble. You see now all around it the infinite possibility, almost like a galaxy spinning around it, and it begins to gather and gather and gather what it needs to become manifest in your world. It's gathering energy, it's gathering structure, it's gathering manifesting denseness, it's manifesting into form. And now it expands in size and grows bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. Blueprint from Thoth, the architect, it begins to take shape. What does it look like? How does it feel? Is it taking shape? You see how it's coming into fruition? Is it simply taking shape that you see the end result? Or is it simply becoming a beautiful glowing sphere of light? Merlin begins to wave his hands, and you see spheres of light and energies and galaxies coming together and transforming and transmuting. And all the heaviness of lead is alchemizing, transforming, and the divine golden ray begins to pour down through all of it, wrapped in the eye of God, with this healing cone of golden light above and below. This sphere of manifestation is taking form. Merlin spins it all and it begins to take its shape and its form, drawing in structure and light, duality and force. And now Gaia reaches up and out with her enormous arms and surrounds your manifestation with her arms. You see infusing from her the essence of physicality, the physical 3 and 4-dimensional essence that begins to create this manifestation from light to thought to feeling to form to reality. And so it is. The universe of your manifestation is being born. It is taking shape. And you feel yourself coming down back onto that carpet of light, leaving this manifestation sphere in this chamber to continue like a world taking shape. You see and feel a cord of light coming from it directly down into your heart from behind, like the string to a balloon. It is now a part of you and will come down, down, down into the world with you as it takes shape. Down through that cord that you're connected to will come all the knowings, all the information. And as you turn and begin to exit this beautiful temple, Gaia, Thoth, and Merlin escort you across the threshold, and you feel yourself beginning to come down your pillar of light. You feel your I am presence holding the space for the manifestation that pours down into your higher self, which is holding the space to give you clear communication and connection and guidance to manifesting this into your life. And down into your body, into this moment, into your chair. As you pour back into this, you feel that tether. It has grown long and long like a silver cord going up, up, up to that manifesting temple, up to that place where this new world, this new manifestation, this new form is taking shape. As you settle back into this moment, Gaia puts her hand on your heart. You feel her pouring in the most powerful, divine love. You feel it pouring into your heart and down into your root and down into your feet and down into the earth and back up as it goes through earth and back up through to you. You feel your blueprint now. It is yours. It is your gift. Guard it, use it, and remember it. You feel your sphere of knowing. It is yours. Activate it, work with it, talk to it. It is yours. They melt into your hands as you come more into a conscious space in this realm, in this moment of time, in this 3rd-dimensional space. Your guides, your higher self, and your I am presence feel as if they're floating out a little bit of ways from you, beaming smiles and love, approval and appreciation down on you. And in your heart, you can see, I am a master manifester. I have reclaimed my right, my lineage, my power, and my connection to the highest parts of me and my ability to create. I am the creator of my reality. I am that I am. I am light. I am love. I am light body. And so it is. And feel everything pouring down to the base of your spine where your 8 original cells vibrate now. You see them connected as a star tetrahedron. You see them packed with information. You see, here is where your blueprint is for this life. You know that you have opened the book that tells you who you are, and you can access it any time. Take a moment to put your hands on your heart, to run them up your arms and give yourself a hug, to put them over your eyes. You see with knowing, and you see all you need to manifest. Put them on the sides of your head, activating your inner eye. I see clearly now. And on the front and back of your head. And on the top of your head. And feel all those energies now pouring down through your crown into all of your chakras, into all of your body, going down and back up through your nadis, the meridians, feeding into your eye. I see the solution. And down again, and feeding that energy back up, coming up the left and the right, the male and the female, the yin and the yang, the Ida and the Pingala. All of these come together in your eye. I see it. I know it. It is here. And relax. As the manifester of my reality, I've taken back the staff of creation. I have taken back the right to create as I will and to release as I will and to receive as I will. I'm ready and willing to be an excellent receiver, or to let go that which I have put in place to keep my manifestations from me, to create struggle, darkness, lack, or fear. Those old friends now go down deep into the womb of the mother, nurtured and loved, and my new friends, clarity, manifesting, instruction, map, connection, communication, creativity. Feel them all throughout you, your new life force, your new frequency. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to take a 5-minute break for you to come back into your body, to take a moment to write or journal or complete your connection. And we will resume at 3:24 Central Time. Okay. So I just sucked down a ton of water. Make sure you get some water. One of the things about staying hydrated is very much about fluid, flow. So it doesn't just feed our physical body, but it's about washing away the emotions, washing away carrying things in, staying fluid.